Welcome all of you. Today we are going to see power factor. Okay. Previous lecture we see about different types of power, that is real power, apparent power and reactive power. Okay. Now this is the power factor. See first definition of power factor. It is defined as the ratio of real power, which is indicated by P, to apparent power, which is indicated by S, and it is generally expressed in decimal values, that is 0.95, or in percentage, like if it is 0.95 means 95%. Okay, now see what is power factor. It is ratio of P divided by S, means real power divided by apparent power. We know the formula of real power. It is V into I cos of phi, and apparent power is V into I. Okay, then V I and V I get cancelled and we get only cos of phi, means power factor is cos of phi, cos of angle between voltage and current. Okay, this phi means angle between voltage and currents, or we can say cos of phase angle. Okay, now see, if it is cos of phi, then here the example, if phase angle or phase difference is 0, then cos of phi is 1. Okay, means power factor is, we can say, 100%. Okay, now see, if cos of phi and that phi is 15 degree, means angle between voltage and current is 15 degree, then it is 0.96 or 96%. If we increase this angle to 30 degree, then it 0.86 means 86%. And as we goes on increasing angle between voltage and current, or we can say phase difference between voltage and current, this power factor goes on decreasing towards 0, and at angle 90 means when voltage and current are at 90 degree phase difference, then power factor becomes 0. Okay, then real power or true power, or it is active power, and its formula P is equal to VI cos phi. Okay, now see, if we take one example, means this is the active power, P is equal to VI cos phi. Now this cos phi is power factor, this cos phi is power factor. If we take one example, that is, if we take V 50 volt and I 2 ampere, means 50 into 2 means it 100. Okay, but if this angle means phase difference between voltage and current is 0, then cos of phi is 1, means 100 multiplied by 1, and we get active power 100 watt. Okay, but if we take angle between voltage and current is 60 degree, means this voltage and current are having phase difference 60 degree, then this V into I 100, but this cos of phi when it is 60 degree is 0.5, means 0.5 multiplied by 100, and we get only power 50 watt. Okay, then if we take last condition, that is cos of 90 means voltage and current having phase difference of 90 degree, then this is 50 multiplied by 2 and multiply by cos of 5 means cos of 90 is 0, multiply by 0 means active power becomes 0 watt. Okay, now see, there is no change in voltage and current, but due to power factor this active power or true power is goes increasing or decreasing according to phase difference between this voltage and current. Okay, so it is important because if we give the same voltage and current to two circuit, but if one circuit has high power factor, then we get active power or true power more. But if there is a second circuit where we give same voltage and current but it has low power factor, and then we get low power there. Okay, in this way this power factor affect this active power or real power. Means if power factor is low, then we get low power. If power factor is high, then we get high power or same voltage and current. Okay, this is very important because power factor is important in electric, because due to same voltage and current we can get less or high power according to this power factor. Okay, so normally it try to get one power factor or near to 1, means we can get 100% power, there will be no loss or there will be no reactive power. Okay, and see, we can say real power is equal to apparent power. Apparent power means V into I into power factor. Okay, or power factor is equal to real power in watts divided by apparent power in volts ampere. Okay, this way this power factor point is important. What is definition? It is ratio of real power to the apparent power. Okay, means Vi cos phi divided by Vi means cos of phi. Okay.